Alright, I'm very pleased to be back with Case of the Golden Idol. I had a lot of fun with this game the first time. I think I even said that I like it better than Obra Dinn, just because it's more of a logic puzzle than an induction thing. So just want to quickly recap. So these two guys found this idol. I see... I'm going to review everything that happened here. I've got like a journal that I can go to. I can find. Creepy puzzle day. It's under the thinking menu. Yeah. Albert Cloudsley pushed Oberyn Geller from a cliff in the Horn of Thumb on Monkey Island. So that was so that he could get the golden idol, which is stored here. Right. And then Cloudsley brought it back. Sebastian Cloudsley, Lord of Blackfield, passed away in his bed. He had a head wound when he fell from a horse while he was hunting. Then he had a will. After he died, this is like the will reading, and he left it to... Peter Batley was upset to receive aphorisms in Sebastian Cloudsley's will and ordered Adam Pear and James Pear to take the idol from Willard Wright, to whom it had actually been willed. James Pear died from spontaneous combustion because there was evil, bad juju afoot. Then there was a murder of Willard Wright. Someone came and took the idol from him again. Willard Wright got stabbed with a dagger. We haven't seen a lot of the people from this mission come back yet. It's a less fun Monkey Island. This was a really cool level. I feel like all the levels before this one were set up for this one. I feel like the resolution is a little janky. I'm going to try to fix it really quick. Give me 1 second. Okay, yeah, I fixed it. The in-game resolution was like weirdly zoomed in, so the art didn't look as good. So there was like this dinner party, and this was your more traditional like logic puzzle where you had to figure out where everybody was sitting based on what meal they had, what they had to drink, who got poisoned, who did the poisoning, right? They wanted Edmund Cloudsley dead, who was again heir to the idol. But instead of poisoning him, accidentally Rose Kubert drank it, and she was in an earlier mission. So that was the last one we did. That was a pretty tough level. Let's do the next one. Cursed Inheritance. Explosive events in the forest cabin. Burkham Workhouse. Turn on the Pixel Hunt guide. I really appreciate that. Henchman for Hire in Timberbrook. Billy Cracker, Oakwood Gang. Brawler Robber. Hardy Abe. Has a cart. Little Billy. Okay, Little versus just regular Billy. And Jack Nails. Want to get their last names here. Hardy Abe. So we got Hardy Abe, Billy Cracker, Little Billy, which I can't get Little Billy a second time. Remember that. Box of confectionery. Bunch of different kinds of hats. Oh, damn. Anna's breathing, but appears to have lost consciousness. I don't care what you use to acquire what I need, but remember to be discreet as always. I don't want it to decay. The more recently it has died, the better. Trick hard to move the corpse. You send me direction. I'm gonna dig up the stiff. Key. 5 shillings, 3 pence. A loaded pistol. Shot. Really like the way the game this feeds you words. The last mission had a really cool way of like hiding the killer. It was like very brute force proof. Scarecrow in a wooden coffin. Interesting. Gentleman robber strikes in Westbrook. Walter Keane. Pulled up a coach on the southern road leading out of Westbrook. Robbed the passengers of their valuables. Kissed a lady and left. Appeared wearing an impeccable suit and a new hat in the latest city style. We did see that hat out there. Order for catching Walter Keane has been increased to 100 pounds. September 15th, 1788. Okay, so a lot of these people are from the previous mission. I think that kid. Little Pip. Not to visit any village or city without my permission. Can't disclose the location of the cabin. David Gorin is in charge of all security of arms. Okay, yeah, he was in the previous one. Lucia Smith. Food taster. We already got Little Pip, so there's Little Pip, Little Billy. Black Bestia and Golden Doubloon. I guess that's Golden Doubloon. What a name. And that's Edmund Cloudsley, right? He's the guy that almost got poisoned last mission. All right, let's look at thinking now and see if I can start assigning people. So this is Little Pip. This is Lucia, I think. I can go to the previous mission at will and check that. Yeah, that's right. Don't know who that is, necessarily. Mustache. Let's see if he's someone I recognize from this mission. Don't think so. Okay. Ah! Sword. Ring with a ruby. Wrap piece of confectionery. Okay, we've seen the candy now come up a couple times. I love this game's art. It's amazing. Okay. So I think we're meant to guess that this is Walter Keane. This is almost certainly Golden Doubloon. Needed a blank, along with the composites delivered a blank. Upon entering blank, suddenly, meanwhile... Whoa! The idol? Small weight is tied to a pull-down lever at the back of the idol. Oh, crazy. I like the way that the idol isn't crucial to every mission, but... somehow involved. Oh, right. This clue has been added to the thinking panel. Air decreased. So it's like spells with different runes on the back of it. That's cool. It's gonna be fun for puzzle solving. Gold filtering. Seawater is a suitable target. A great deal of seawater will be required for this to yield any significant amount. On a ship in the open sea. Okay. I feel like a lot of these are going to be red herrings. For some fruit to some more advanced organic matter. Ask David to fetch me a dead body for further experiments. Okay, I think that's connected to other texts we saw earlier. Unknown effect. I assume the unknown effect is like resurrection or healing or something. We know about spontaneous combustion from the earlier... Actually, I bet if I go back to that... feel like this is this kind of game. I look at the... Yeah. So now we know that that's actually a code for a specific spell. In this case, spontaneous combustion. But when we saw it for the first time, I didn't even notice the symbols on the back or anticipate any meaning to them. Perform the freezing beforehand. The speed at which the heat is increased appears to be influenced by how strongly I press the trigger. This kind of reminds me of the spell casting in Eternal Darkness, which is cool. Game's a bit quiet, so I'm gonna turn it up a bit. Freezing the target rapidly can create curious side effects, so you should be careful when freezing water in a sealed bottle. Shards flew everywhere. Well, if input is meaningful, the idol will perform the intended action on the target it can see. Its eye is red, it's ready for this input, and will turn blue afterwards. The eye is blue, you can only perform this input, and it will turn red afterwards, because that means reset. Go versus reset, maybe? Loaded pistol. Rotten apple. Okay, so he did find a way to, like, resurrect things, it seems like. Shard of a vase. I love their faces. I have the location of my target. Meet us on November 10th, Friday in the Timberbrook Inn. Bring all your tools. You get your share as we agreed. So that's Walter Keane. Loaded pistol. Okay, that'll come up later, presumably. Club. Oh, that's interesting. Force their way in, basically. Okay. Ah. All right. So this is interesting. I love that I have to figure out what all the spell components are. Let's see. I think I can review a lot of my notes in here without having to find the book again. It's okay, it's like right here. Air and vessel disappeared. Decrease air, so that's air. Okay, I think that's right. I think some of these are, okay, so they do accept verbs. I think this is increase versus decrease. Yeah, okay. Decrease what, though? Matter, maybe? Guess that's matter. Then we've got heat, freeze, and spontaneous combustion. Decrease. Cold filtering. Decrease gold, increase gold. Okay. I'm gonna guess that's gold then. And then that's probably heat, but I'll check here. I think I remember it. Increase matter heat. Decrease matter heat. Sick. Okay, got it. Excellent. So we gotta find out who some of these other people are. We know this guy is probably the nails dude. Probably shouldn't have sorted these. I clicked that by accident. Jack Nails. This guy, I think. Jack Nails. Dude's got a club with him. Could be Billy Cracker. Brawler, robber. I think he's Billy Cracker is my guess. Bring all your tools. Get your share as agreed. You know about making something explode by increasing whatever's inside of it. Let me guess that this guy is Cracker. Billy Cracker. Just a little bit, yeah. Alright, let me put the names back together. It's just they're the ones that I need to not have screwed up. Little Billy, Little Pip, Party Abe. Hopefully it will come up later. I think this is far enough in the future that the guy in here could be... Let me go back to scenario selection real quick. Edmund. Picture him but without hair, basically. Yeah, it's cool. Makes sense that he would know the most about it right now. Could be David Gorin. I've seen him before. Hold on. Saw him further in the past, I think. It's one more back from here. One of the employees. Yeah, it is David Gorin. Okay, cool. Okay. We'll see if I'm right about Billy Cracker here. Oh, 2 or fewer slots are incorrect. Okay. Well, I know these 3 are right. I know... I'm not sure about Edmund Cloudsley, although he looks pretty similar, and it would make sense that he would be the one to know about the statue. So I guess I'm not sure about Billy Cracker. He has a club, but why does that matter? Enters through chimneys. Has a cart. Clock. He has candy. Okay. Presumably that's his stuff. I'm pretty sure he's Walter Keane. Guess they could do something fancy. Where Black Bestia is. Just isn't in this mission, I guess. Guess we can rule out because there is no chimney here. So we can be fairly certain if there's no chimney that it's not Little Billy. Could be Hardy Abe. I don't want to just be checking that though. See if that's wrong. Might imply there's something else wrong. Okay, that is Hardy Abe. And it deletes the unnecessary stuff. Thanks, game. Appreciate that. Okay. Now I have to figure out what happened. Needed a corpse. Delivered a coffin. Okay. That's the only thing that makes sense there, I think. Who wants the corpse? It's Edmund Cloudsley, right? He's trying to figure out this, like, resurrection spell. David to fetch me a body, so... So there's this coffin here. Don't care what means used to acquire what I need. Remember to be discreet as always. Yeah, okay, so that confirms Edmund Cloudsley wants the recently dead person. Basically told somebody to kill someone. Don't want to dig up that stiff. But they tricked him. They didn't bring the actual body. They just brought a coffin with a scarecrow in it. Amount of maybe the amount of water. I think it's going to be Edmund Cloudsley. When Blank and Blank entered the room, should be increased actually. I think it's the amount of air in a sealed vase. Can't even get yourself a good corpse these days without getting scammed by people trying to steal your magic. Exactly. So when Jack Nails and Hardy Abe The vase exploded. Killed them both. Only shot, let's see. He's been clubbed, it looks like. Then Hardy Abe is the one with the club. So Walter Keane along with accomplices. Hey, the scroll has been fulfilled. No hints accessed. Yeah, I think they're slowing it down a bit from the last, because the last one was like an insane, it was like 6 different rooms. I love that now he's bald. Sweet. Oh, shit. This is new. You just added DLC to this game? Interesting. Oh, there have been little optional cutscenes for all of these, huh? Okay, and this summarizes what happened, so I can do this at the start instead of looking at the whole scene. Cool. Suddenly one of the servants burst into flames. Ash Blair crept into Willard's room through the trapdoor to steal something important. Right, so basically Edmund Cloudsley hired this guy to steal the idol back, I think. I think the Dark Hand Steward puzzle was my favorite because they really hid that in that puzzle. Nice. Okay. Next. Probably be the last one I do because these can be pretty long. Strange practices of a secretive society. Interesting. It's Darkhand. He works for Darkhand Steward. Loaded pistol, David. Walter Keane. Ash Blair. David Gorin. Reliable service from Edmund Cloudsley. Shabby formal coat. Fancy hat. That's continuity from the previous mission. Dark Hands, Proud Beasts, Water Snakes. Houses, okay. Master, Steward, and Initiate. Fire-breathing relic. Punish the despicable enemy. Oh, interesting. Assassin warrior David Gorin. Walter Keane is actually a member of the secret society, okay. Apologize 1,000 times for my absence. My road to recovery was full of peril and valor. It cannot be sufficiently conveyed in writing. Lazarus Hearst. Okay. Illuminated Masters. Object the admittance of Lazarus Hearst into our brethren. Darkhand brother Walter Keene, who vouches for him, cannot be trusted. I like how it turns out Darkhand Stewart is just like a name of a rank. Family. Or house. Oh, I feel like Jeffrey Sinclair has come up earlier. Be in this level. I think I'm thinking of George Bridges. William Randolph Hearst. Griffin has spoken. Tray with a vial of unknown substance. Ritual of Squabble. Only initiates can be defender and accuser. Alright, we're doing this. Required decorations of the hall, the Grim Reaper, the never-tiring teacher, the feeder of mouths. Ritual of Conflict. Accuser must deeply hate the defender. Okay. Ritual of Dispute. Water Snake Master. To figure out what ritual is going on in here. Okay. Come back to that. Accuser is challenge a defender. Both drinkers must be barefoot. Great Freemason bullshit. Yeah, okay. Both partake in the cups. Very Princess Bride. Two cups and a stone altar. Man in the mask is not breathing. Tankard with red wine. Ceremonial sword. Ceremonial scepter. I'm not looking forward to like that's what I thought. I have to identify all of them with this. It's really funny. Okay. Set my fate, whatever it be. Interesting. Also interesting. What the fuck? Okay. Your orders propose a new candidate to join our brotherhood. Okay. Ruby ring in his pocket, and he's also wearing one on his finger. Okay. Do are the tests of snail, fire, water, tree, perception, evaluation, transition, admission. Okay, so I have all the words now. Jesus Christ. All right, let's see. So we need to know what this ritual is. I don't know who this guy is. He's a member. Try to figure out what this ritual is first, I guess. Take that to be snail. Something with food. Fish. One of them's about like being in the elements, basically. Proud Beast Steward. Is he a steward? He might be. Okay, I have to figure out how many of everybody there is to know. I'm guessing... Oh, shoot, no, there's like 3... It's probably not right to assume that there are the most initiates, right? There's an equal number of stewards and masters, it looks like. So, Definitely Proud Beast. So this guy is something Proud Beast. He's about to make him an initiate. Gonna make him a Proud Beast initiate. Okay. Because he has no mouth. A steward or a master. Okay, so it's almost certainly either Proud Beast steward or by any master. I accept my fate, whatever it may be. New candidate to join the Brotherhood. Trustworthiness has been challenged. Take measures to resolve the fate of these individuals. Vouch for the newcomer. If the newcomer survives the appropriate trial of general ranks. Council of Masters. See, I feel like this implies that this guy is not a master and therefore is a steward. But I suppose I can't be certain of that. But if I operate on that presumption, that means that this guy's also a steward, and this guy's also a steward. And I think their masks... Okay, so neither of them are Proud Beasts. I think the water snakes must be the blue ones. And this guy is a dark hand. Okay. Now I should be able to figure out who the master is. The one guy has a sword. Guy has a scepter. Could be two. Are there two rituals happening up here? No, there's just the one. They're doing the thing with the 2 cups. Oh, but they do that. It's always 2 cups. Okay. Gotcha. He survived. I feel like the fact that these guys have are serving and these guys have weapons implies that the white coat must mean master, right? Speaker to the blind, the Grim Reaper. Keeper of treasures, the never-tiring teacher. Mirror of the soul. Eater of mouths. Okay. Okay, hold on. So actually, I think this is the decorations in the hall they're talking about, and I'm just confusing them. Guy carrying a house. No mouth. Fish sitting in a house, which is perfect. Guy who's now naked. Okay, so... the never-tiring teacher goes up in several of these. Speaker to the blind. Keeper of treasures. Is the fish one like an actual red herring? Oops. Could that one be? One that has feeder of mouths and never tiring teacher. Okay, which one's the Grim Reaper then? Is it the fish in the house? Jesus Christ. Okay. I don't think I could do too much with that right now. Problem is I got a guy here with a sword. When do scepters show up? Okay, so if somebody's got a scepter, that means it's either a water snake master or a dark hand master. But in either case, the only person who's allowed to wield a scepter is a master. So white definitely means master, I think. Definitely, I think. Yeah, this is a good one. Which means these guys are initiates, which makes sense because they're holding stuff. And if I'm previously right about Dark Hand versus Proud Beast. Water Snake. Might have Dark Hand and Water Snake reversed. I had to figure out what ritual this is. Okay, so they are both barefoot, so we know that they're the ones who actually were involved in this, accuser and defender. Severity of the accusation, okay. So squabble presumably doesn't result in death. Deeply hate. Only stewards or higher rank can be defender and accuser. So am I saying these guys are stewards? Okay. The houses of the accuser and defender stand behind their brothers. Which houses are the masks? So I think it's the ritual of dispute. Let me just see if there's anything that breaks that rule. See how like horribly wrong I am here. Okay, it's fine. But it says 2 or fewer are incorrect, so That means I could have Water Snake and Dark Hand swapped. I don't think I'm wrong about that though. Okay. So I was actually right before. So I think it's just not the Ritual of Dispute. So these guys are definitely water snakes. These guys are dark hands. I guess I can answer that over here now that I don't need to put it in the ritual section. So we can say this is a water snake. Oops, this is a dark hand. This is a proud beast. This is a steward. This is an initiate. This is a master. Okay, I was correct about all that. So I just have the wrong ritual, which unfortunately means I could brute force it, but I'm going to try to avoid that. At least I know it's not dispute. I'm still not clear what decorations are talking about. I don't think this is the hall, right? This looks like a hall, but I feel like that's connected to this instead. That's supposed to be because this has the 1, 2, 3, 4 on it. I think they phrased it that way to be deliberately unclear. So he's a Dark Hand Initiate. Do I know who he is, other than that he's a Dark Hand Initiate? Okay, he's just a Dark Hand Initiate. Okay. I wonder if there's multiple right answers for him. Alright, so this guy might be the Grim Reaper. I guess there's 3 little blue things here. There's one on... I mean, he's obviously the Grim Reaper, so that must be this room. There's this guy, there's the key, and there's a book. So Grim Reaper, key, and book. Never Tiring Teacher is a book. Eater of Mouths. Never Tiring Teacher and Grim Reaper. Speaker to the Blind, Keeper of Treasures. Why would the key be the Feeder of Mouths? We know these guys aren't initiates, so we know it's not the Ritual of Squabble. We know it's not the Ritual of Conflict because initiate is not bearing the sword. We already know it's not dispute. Guy is a Dark Hand Master. Or no, he's a Water Snake Master, so... How is this not dispute? That seems so correct. Huh. Did I just screw something else up just by, like, placing these somewhere? Dark Hand Initiate, Water Snake Initiate, Dark Hand Steward, Water Snake Steward, Water Snake Master, Proud Beast Master. I guess I have to come back to this, but I'm, like, almost positive. The other ones don't make any sense. Right, just do it one more time. The sword must be borne by any Dark Hand. Only initiates. Was 100% not Squabble because they are stewards. Positive about that. It could be Conflict. But there's no... Okay, this is the thing that's supposed to be the decoration. I see it now. Okay. It's definitely in this room. None of these say the Grim Reaper, unless if it's not called the Grim Reaper, which I suppose is possible. But the sword isn't borne by an initiate, so it's definitely not Conflict. I guess the book could be the Keeper of Treasure, and the key could be the Speaker to the Blind. The houses of the Accuser and Defender stand behind their brothers. Scepters worn by a Dark Hand Master. But it's not. It's dispute. Why is this not right? How can that be? Oh, that's so frustrating. No, I can't be wrong. This has to be disputes. There has to be something else on here that's wrong. Okay, hold on. Right. It's 100% the ritual of dispute. But then what else could be wrong here? If there's only 2 or fewer incorrect, this is like what I was talking about with Tears of the Kingdom again. I feel like they're expecting you to make this exact mistake. Especially like, why would they have this section over here if it's completely redundant with this section? These 2 things can't be redundant. So I must need to know who 2 of these people are, otherwise this doesn't make any sense. Okay, so if it's the ritual of dispute, we don't have details on like them hating each other or whatever. We want to look at the other stuff though. Target will arrive in full costume. Grab rope and weapons. Doesn't look like David Gorin. Oh, David. Oh, David took his outfit. Ah, okay, okay, okay. So he took the outfit of a Dark Hand initiate. This is a really good mission. I really like this one. Okay, so that's David Gorin. Oh, this game rules. It's so good. Sick. Okay. So I think that's Walter Keane then. Let me double check. Looks like him, but like him having the mask here. Maybe it's not actually. That's the guy with the hats. That's David's. This is Walter Keane's, I think. Who else did we mention here? In addition to the order, a voucher will invite him to undergo the appropriate trial. So it sounds like that's supposed to be Lazarus Hearst, who we've never met before. This is to draw the Proud Beast Steward out of the room, I suppose. I gotta figure out what ritual this is still. That's definitely Snail, so it's either Inception or Admission. I think time and then water and then I don't know what the star means. Mission would make sense if the whole point is that he's like trying to get brought into the fold. Shoot. Okay, well if he's not Lazarus Hearst, That seems like they want you to think that's Lazarus Hearst, but it's somebody else, right? Challenged. Good dispute ritual. Posing as Dark Hand Initiate. Blank to blank with a blank. Oh, right, because he's got the water, right? Silver tankard with red wine. Okay. David Gorin. Signaled to blank. Oh yeah, because like Darkhand Steward, that's right. He's been the guy that we've been following this whole time. Okay, he signaled to Darkhand Steward with a blank. Which blank had no blank, had no poison? With a... He's holding the tankard, right? Drank the other cup and died. That's Water Snake Steward. Hey, Karasper, how you doing? Meanwhile, blank passed the ritual. Okay, so he's definitely a guy. We know he's about to become a Proud Beast Initiate. I guess each of them, only one person exists in that role as part of the confusion. Walter Keane is here, right? But he's already, like, he shouldn't be a new initiate because he's already involved. Yeah, I like it a lot. Maybe it's not the admission ritual after all. Let me try, I'm gonna try something different here. So I was right about that being Lazarus Hearst. So that seems like they're specifically trying to trick you there. Inception would make sense too. Okay. I think I just, so what I need to understand is why is this fire and why is this earth? It's only because time and star doesn't make any sense, I guess. Oh, I'm a dumbass. Administered by a Proud Beast Steward. I didn't read it. I would have just had the answer. Okay, that's fine. So past the Inception ritual. I'm over here like, what the fuck? Am I supposed to like just figure this out based on context? But no. I guess you know the snail for sure, and you can guess the fish. The other two are sufficiently abstract that you need the Proud Beast Steward information to solve the rest of it. Okay. It is a dispute ritual. So Darkhand Steward was challenged. Ambush the Darkhand Initiate. David Gorin. Hell yeah, got it. Perfect timing. That was almost exactly an hour. Is that what? Oh, is this supposed to be like a riddle, like a pictogram riddle? That's cool. carries a house on its back. A snail, I see. What's with the guy with no mouth trying to eat? Why is that fire? All right, Future Marstead review, the Future Marstead text file. There's some notes in there for you. You can quickly, before stream, since you've already recapped this before, just when you're watching these notes, just look at each of these eyeballs to remind yourself of what's going on with the story, because sometimes it helps to go back and look at previous scenarios to identify people. Thank you, Leon. This game rules. I really, really like it. It's one of my favorite of its kind that I've played.